Hey guys, this is Loren again. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over why I hate side-by-side refrigerators. So today we're going to be looking at a 25 cubic foot side-by-side and a 25 cubic foot French door. And we're going to go over exactly why I think the French door is better. So first off, you're going to gain, you're going to have less space in your refrigerator in your side-by-side versus your French door. So in your French door, you're actually going to gain a couple extra cubic feet. All right, guys, I have a 26 cubic foot refrigerator here, very similar in size. These are actually identically 36 inches wide and the same height. Actually the same depth too, because these are exactly the same platform. Roughly, these are both entry-level refrigerators that I'm showing you, just to kind of be fair. So in the fridge, if I open this up, we're gonna notice a lot more cubic feet in your refrigerator. Second thing I don't like about your side-by-sides is your freezer. So in this is going to take up, the ice makers in your side-by-sides are going to take up a lot more space, which is kind of a hassle for a lot of people. So moving into the ice maker. So on this model, it's actually tucked in the door. So if we pan back to the last refrigerator, we noticed how you had in your freezer section, you lost a lot of cubic feet in your freezer. Pro of that is you do have some more ice making capacity, a little bit more storage. But if you are more about space to store food, this is actually a better setup just because the ice maker is tucked away right here. This one also, you could dump this ice, put it in your freezer if you have people over, just to make sure you have enough ice. And then moving on to the third thing that I do not like, that is in a side-by-side, you have to actually bend over to get to each side, the fridge and the freezer. In a French door refrigerator, you only have to get bend over for the freezer portion. So that makes things a little bit harder to bend over, especially if you're elderly or if you have back problems, anything like that. And now the second thing, guys, in your side-by-side, you had to bend over to get to both the fridge and the freezer. In this one, you do have to bend over, but only for the freezer. And it actually also has this pull-out drawer to kind of help for the things you go to often, and your ice. If you have extra ice, you could store right here. Now for those other items, for me, frozen peas, I never eat them, all the way at the bottom. The last thing I don't like about side-by-sides is organization. Imagine like a pizza box, frozen pizza. If you have to put it in sideways, you can't fit it in a side-by-side at all. Another thing is for other items, you have to stack things clearly. In a French door refrigerator, you're gonna have much more ways to organize, which definitely helps out. All right, guys, we're gonna go over the organization in these. As you can see, you have a lot more room to play with in these. All these shelves are adjustable. In some side-by-sides, you do have some room for adjusting, but this you have a lot more. Also, you can lay platters out. With side-by-side, you only have so much space. You can't lay out a full platter, where this is kind of a little bit more organized. This one, you do have your two crisper drawers. So produce and stuff, you have to bend all the way down for your side-by-sides. Your French door, you don't have to do that. Also, your glide and serve drawer. Most of your French doors are actually going to have the same exact setup, so it works out. Lastly, aesthetics. Most of your side-by-sides in your upscale houses, those are kind of in there in your homes made in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now everything's kind of moved to the French door style. So we'll put kind of a French door refrigerator that you guys can see just aesthetically how it looks better. It's kind of more modern. And lastly, guys, just the aesthetics on your French door refrigerators. This just looks nicer. In most of your modern homes now, you're actually going to have the side-by-side. Just a little bit more trendy. It's got the even split down the middle in your fridge. It's got the freezer door pull out. So just aesthetically, guys, my opinion is this one looks a lot nicer. And like I said, in homes, in modern homes in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, typically you have your side-by-sides. In the 2000s, typically most of your French door refrigerators are going to go in those, at least the more upscale ones. Those are my 5 reasons why I hate side-by-side refrigerators. Feel free to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.